can't help the punch, man. I can't help it. Hey! Let's go! Yo, what is up guys, Punkers here, and today I'm back with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 tips and tricks video, and today what we're going to be going over is all of the hardpoint rotations for the MLG competitive maps. Now guys, these maps are subject to change, so there might be more, there might be less after this video, but regardless, these are the maps that there are right now. I do have 5 maps to show you guys, and we gotta get through this very quickly, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, we're going to go through these maps in no particular order, starting off with Combine. The very first hill is going to be in the middle. You guys all know this is a big Jeep that's great for head glitching and moving around to avoid your enemies. Second hill is going to be in the room we like to call Control, great for spawn trapping or holding spawns if you'd rather be in the back. Third hill is going to be what we like to call River or Mid Cut, great for just lying down and contesting. And then the fourth and final hill is going to be what we call House. This is definitely the money hill for this map. Very, very hard to break if you do not already have control, which is why we call it a money hill. Alright guys, the next map we'll be talking about will be Breach. Now the first hill is what we like to call the bar hill because it looks like a bar. There are a lot of couches in this room you can sit on and wait for people to walk in, or you can head glitch the bar and watch mid. Next hill is going to be what we call the corner building. Not too interesting, there are 4 corners in this room you can sit in, which is about the same as the third hill, which is called the middle building. 4 corners, but it is a very hectic hill because of how small it is. Fourth hill is called the Flower Hill because of all the flowers and greenery in this little space. Really fun because there are a lot of wall run spots around here. Now we go to the fifth hill, which is what we call the Control Room, which relates to, on the other maps, if there's a room with a lot of computers in it, we also call that Control. On this map, this is the Money Hill. There are a lot of places to camp, and it is very hard to get into if you do not have control. Moving on to the third map, which is going to be Evac. Guys, bear with me. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but the first hill is going to be in the middle, like most maps. Very hard hill to lock down, but I recommend camping on top of these boxes behind this tarp. Very good places to sit. Then the second hill is what we call Kitchen or Rats, depending on what you want to call it, because there are a lot of rats on the ground. Very, very hard hill to lock down. On this map, I would say every hill is almost a money hill. It's kind of crazy. But then on the third hill, we got Outside. There's not really a name for this because there's not really any landmarks around it that are pretty discerning, but a very hard hill to break into if you do not have control, especially if the enemies have a strong AR. Now for the final hill, we like to call it Pool because of the little water you can swim in. Pretty fun to be in that water, I gotta say, but after that, we go back to the middle hill. Not too many hard points on that map, it's still a good map overall. Alright guys, for our fourth map, we're moving on to the map Fringe. Now the first hill is going to be in the middle like most maps. Very hard hill to break into because of the head glitches on top of these trucks you see in the middle. Second hill is what we like to call the Barn Hill. This is a great hill if you are an AR because of the head glitches you can get onto, pick people off in the hill, and it is very, very fun if you are an AR. But for me as a sub, I can tell you that is my least favorite hill. Now as we go on to the third hill, we call this Grandma's House. Very hard hill to break into. I would call this hill and the last hill the Money Hill. The last hill is what we call the Train Hill. As you can see, it's a money hill because the ARs can lock down these sides. Very hard for a submachine gun to get in there. You're going to have to flank or go through this middle door on the left side of the hill. And now for our fifth and final map, we have Hunted, probably my favorite map so far of Black Ops 3. The first hill, like others, is going to be in the middle of the map. Very hard hill to lock down because it is very hard for you to cover all the positions. You can be shot from the balcony, shot from the waterfall. There's so many places, so it's very hard to get control. Second hill is going to be in what we call Outskirts. This is probably the hardest hill to break into if you do not have a good AR, because a solid AR will hold down that back spawn and keep you spawning way out, which is never a good thing. The third hill is going to be what we call the Trophy Room. I would call this a money hill definitely because it's very, very hard to break into. Although if you have some strong submachine guns, it can be very good. Or if you have like a war machine or a good specialist to break in, that can also be advantageous. The fourth hill is what we call Cave. I love this hill because of the waterfall. I love running through the waterfall and jumping in the water. It is so much fun. And then for our last and final hill, we have what we call the Mid Room. This isn't so much of a money hill because there are a lot of places to jump in, and a grenade can pretty much take out anyone in the room unless they have flak jacket, but still, you cannot avoid a grenade if you're in that room. Guys, I know I just went through all those spots really quickly, but I wanted to get them all out as quickly and as efficient as possible. I didn't want to drown these out for like 5 videos when it really is not that needed. Just want to put them all out there and let you guys know what these rotations were before anyone else did. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, leaving a nice comment. I love reading your comments so much, and subscribe if you haven't already. Love posting tips and tricks videos, post them every day, help you get better at Call of Duty, help you improve your game. But guys, that's to do it for me today. Hope you all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
1-0. Round 2.
Elbow.
I got 3, let's go.
One more. Look for one.
Mid-man. One shot, mid-man.